Hello there, my name's Haley, and well, I don't know why this is in the way. Um, this is my first installment of Cooking with Haley. So, right now, I know about 4 recipes that I can make reliably without setting the house on fire. Um, so I'm gonna do the one that seems the easiest, and that is sausage gnocchi with red sauce. So I kind of put this together on a whim one night. That's what we're gonna do today. Here we go. All right, so for ingredients, it is potato gnocchi. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, it's nice. I get it from Hy-Vee, I think. I need 1 can of crushed or diced tomatoes, 1 can of tomato paste, a package of sausage, which is roughly a pound. I'll show that to you in a second. Italian seasoning, onion or onion powder, garlic or garlic powder, salt and pepper, and chicken broth. So those things all together can come together for a really nice meal. I kind of eyeball most everything. The only actual measurements that I have is 1 can of tomato paste that is 6 ounces. Net weight is 6 ounces. I don't know what that means though. Yeah, so that. And then diced tomatoes, and it comes in a bigger one. The net weight is 14.5. And yeah, so there's those 2. And then I'll grab the sausage. 1 second. Sausage. Okay, this is a skinless turkey smoked sausage with half the fat, and it is naturally hardwood smoked. It's safe, it's yummy, and the net weight is 12 ounces. I cut this up in strips across and then down, but I'll try to get a video of that. I don't know how that's gonna work. This is my first time doing this. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the setup. We have a little cutting board, and we have the sausage. It's super easy to open, hopefully. Why am I shaking? This is scary. Got it. Okay, so that. Hopefully that's not too loud and obnoxious. That one and that one. And do make sure that you wash your hands. Don't be grody, don't be stinky. So that's gonna go over there. And then a knife. Don't hassle me on knife suggestions. I don't know what to use, so we're using a serrated knife. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the sausage and you're gonna come down this way. Thank you, Kat, for your commentary. And then it's cut in half. Awesome. And then we're just gonna take that and each of those, we're gonna just cut. I don't think I'm supposed to be using a serrated knife. But that's okay, that's for experience. So yeah, you just cut it. And I dropped one on the ground. Hopefully you didn't see that, you definitely did. And this takes me forever because I am not a chef, and serrated knife was a horrible decision on my part. I'm gonna pick that up so that the cat doesn't eat that. Whoop. And Goldie. Okay, I'm back. All right, next on the docket is, this is gonna get warm. I think this is the right one. I think we do like half heat. I don't know. Whatever the 5 is. I think that's half. I don't know though. But you're gonna start that. When it gets good, you're gonna take some avocado oil or any other oil that you so choose, and we're gonna put it in there and then put the sausage in there. So now we just wait for this to get warm. I usually just stick my hand like above. Don't touch it, that's bad. Bad, I know that's bad, don't touch it. But yeah, you're just gonna wait for that to get warm, hang out. All right, I was having severe technical difficulties. I slammed my finger in a cabinet because I'm stupid. This doesn't need to be open. I'm gonna open these because I get really panicky when cooking actually starts. Like I just start panicking and I think I'm doing everything wrong. So I'm gonna open these now. You know, when I was younger, I used to eat green bean out of cans. But one time this didn't cut it all the way, and so I pushed down on it and I sliced my finger super open. It was incredible. Don't do that, kids. Be really careful when you're taking the tops off of these. So yeah, I am just opening these so that they are ready to go. Scary. Okay, well that's just gonna stay on there because I don't want to fuck with it. So those are both open. We'll deal with the gnocchi later. But my recipe that I wrote down in a panic says saute the sliced sausage. So I cut the sausage. It's ready to go. The pan is probably piping hot. And we're gonna turn the fan on because I'm very anxious about smoking out this place. You're supposed to coat the pan so you kind of spin her around, make sure she's good to go. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit more. Because who doesn't panic when they're cooking? I do. So that's good to go. And then we're gonna take the sausage and we're just gonna carefully shove it in here. All right, and they're ready to cook. It's ripping. So what we're gonna do is do that. I turned the temperature down so that I could really, and that's why I have the fan on. So yeah, you want either side to get a little bit like crispy-ish. So you're kind of just supposed to do one of these bad boys and let it hang out there for a second. And let it kind of do its thing on one side, and then you're going to flip them off and get a little sear on there. And so these are cooking a lot quicker than last time. That's probably because I slammed my hand in the door. And yeah, they don't usually saute this fast, but I went away for a few minutes because my finger hurts. I did not flip off the camera. I just want to let you know. Yeah, those are going to hang out. And then I'm going to get garlic. So anyways, if you don't have jar garlic, now is the time to put garlic powder in. And onion powder, maybe? No, onion powder later. When am I supposed to do that? Okay, well next step's gonna be tomato paste, because I don't have jar garlic. So you're gonna put the paste in. It's gonna be really hard to get out, so make sure you have something to retrieve it with. This pan is ripping. Oopsies. So yeah. You're going to let all of that get to know each other. I'm going to turn this down to low, actually, because why? So I did that. I'm kind of letting it all kind of clump up and maybe get a tiny little sear going on. Turn it up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. And after all that kind of just hangs out for a little bit, the sauces get to know each other. Then I'm gonna throw the diced tomatoes in. So then you just go wham, and that's gonna be a thing. So then you're gonna kind of spin those around. Make sure you get the tomato paste mixed in well with the diced tomatoes because there's a lot of extra water, and we're gonna kind of want to take off some of that water that's in there. You know, you don't need all of that water. But then, you know, you're gonna let that sit for a little bit. Don't be stressing like I do. I stress when I cook because I don't know what I'm doing. But that's okay. You don't have to know what you're doing. So, that's just gonna sit there for a second. I'm gonna start getting more ingredients because I was stupid and didn't pull them all out. I pulled out like a few. I also need to start boiling water for my gnocchi. So, I need something to boil my water in. That needs to boil. So I'm gonna take my Italian seasoning and kind of do a little shaky shake. I don't know, that looks good. How many shakes was that? Were you counting? Should have counted, because I don't know. And then some onion powder. I'm just gonna do a little something, I don't know. And then garlic powder, because we don't have garlic. That's an error on my part. I don't know. Alright, and then I kind of mix this together. Should be fairly fragrant. It should smell nice. If it smells bad, you did something wrong. I don't know what though, because there's no actual like numbers of things. Chicken stock. What you're gonna do, it starts to get pretty thick in there, so then I'm gonna take some chicken stock and I'm gonna put it in there until I feel like it's good. Okay, I turned on the wrong burner. Word. I don't know what I'm doing. Good thing that this is a gas stove. No, not gas. Electric. Got it. I know what I'm doing. Not really. I'm gonna turn this down though, because this is stressing me out. But yeah, so this all does that. This water will boil eventually, now that I have the actual correct burner on. That'll get hot as soon as it starts boiling. This gnocchi is gonna get opened, thrown in there. You're gonna wait for them to jump, and then we're gonna put them back in here. It smells pretty good. I don't know, probably. But what I'm gonna do in the meantime is throw some stuff away. And hope I don't burn down the house. I have something in my pocket. Oh yeah, I know what that is. Never mind. It smells good. It smells like last time. I've cooked this twice now, so you would think I know what I'm doing. I don't. So I'll turn you guys off for a little bit, and I'm gonna wait for this to boil, and then I'm gonna throw the gnocchi in. Cool, capiche, capoche, solid. Update, I'm supposed to be leaving my house probably in like 15 minutes, so I'm hoping this water will boil. This is just simmering on low, because I forget water takes time to boil, so that's pretty cool and awesome. But yeah, I'm just, stirring it so often so that I don't burn anything. I think you can still burn stuff, so I don't want to light the house on fire. So yeah, and if you need to add more chicken stock, you definitely can. I like my sauce a little thick. The water's almost boiling. There's bubbles coming up, but I wouldn't consider that boiling. I would consider that bubbling. So it's almost boiling now, and I feel like I'm on a time crunch. So what I'm gonna do is open this bad boy and and dump it in. And just so you know, the water is hot. So if it splashes you, don't let it splash you. So we're gonna wait for those to kind of start jumping and doing fun stuff. And just stirring them occasionally because you don't want them to get stuck to the bottom because apparently gnocchi will do that. So yeah, it's just kind of like a waiting game now of like, Oh, it's bubbling. I don't know if that looks very yummy on camera, but... Okay, so now as you can see, the gnocchi is starting to come to the top. I like to take it out when it starts like kind of jumping. Yeah, I would say, I would call that jumping. They're hitting the surface relatively quickly. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna scoop them out. So to scoop out gnocchi, you take one of these bad boys and you're gonna go and just start scooping them into here. And more gnocchi. That turns off. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of. Ooh, she's still boiling. I'm letting all this get to know each other. But with that, you want some hot gnocchi water. Because apparently, that helps it stick because it's starchy. So you put some gnocchi water in there, and you kind of stir it up. And then, basically, after you're stirring it, you taste it and decide if it needs more seasoning or not. But it's done. So I'll show you the final product in 1 second. Alright, this feels really dumb, like eating on camera. But yeah, I'm gonna take this off because I'm sure this is dirty. Set that there. And now I have my potato gnocchi that I can eat and maybe enjoy. I don't know. I didn't have a chaperone, so it was very scary this time. Cooking is hard. Nobody really talks about it. It's hard, especially if you didn't like go through the trial and error in college. It's tough, but it's kind of fun. I mean, it's hectic, but it's fun. And that was Cooking with Haley, the first installment ever. If you hated it, I'm sorry, friends, because I'm sure only my friends are going to be watching this. Okay, thank you, and maybe see you again. I don't know.